Now I'm LinkedIn. Is that like that could be a social media thing, LinkedIn.
Oh,
welcome,
you've come up
everyone.
with something new?
Backing up. I can't back up anymore. I'll fall over.
We can move the heat shield.
Marcy can follow us. We can move the heat shield back. Marcy, pick us up, please. Welcome, everyone. This is the Gathering Point, show number 120. We have done this 120 times, and I can tell you every time we do it, I'm like, what did I forget? There's got to be something I forgot. No, but if I did, oh well, we're rolling. Here we go. Tonight's show is customer appreciation. And normally we do this where people walk in and check it out, but we can't do that on a live show when people are all around the US and Europe and anywhere that they might be. So tonight's show, to be clear, customer appreciation starts 23rd, 24th, 25th. Tonight we're going to show you what's on special. Shipping is regular cost. To get the free shipping, weekend, 23, 24, 25. That way it's fair for everyone attending the show. Local customers who maybe don't follow our live show, they will know what's up, what to do, how to get here. They'll get to see the great deals. We've got 9 tables of fun set up for tonight. 9 tables. It's been a busy week. And it's still like 100 million degrees in here. Would you like to join me? Or
Over
no?
there?
Yeah, it's a little cooler over here. So, you want to go over the board?
The board, it's the 120th show, everybody, and it's a big one, customer appreciation. We're doing our first piece, Jake's gonna do, and he's gonna be doing a custom piece for a customer. Yours is gonna be, the first piece, we're doing a combo piece, right?
Yep, you got this.
Yeah, so we're doing a combination piece for the first piece, which is going to be a vase with a sunflower on it.
Yeah, this is Chris's artist choice, ordered up by Tanya. She got mine last week, and Tanya is getting Chris's done this week, and we're going to collaborate on it. We know that Tanya's not completely tied to having it be an only Chris piece or an only Jacob piece for that matter. And everybody who watches our show knows that every single piece is a team effort, and we have 3, sometimes 4 people working together on each piece. So we're going to work together on Tanya's piece. He's going to make a crazy vase, it sounded like.
Yeah, and we'll put that sunflower on it. And the second piece is for who?
Yes, well, that's why we usually write the names on the board.
That's what I was going to say.
The board situation was not correct tonight, folks. It was never done. So we did it on our own, and that's how it goes. So Victoria, and I believe this is the reason I couldn't remember her name is because it's her first custom order, if I remember correctly. And this is for, perhaps it was her children or one of her children. They've been together through the whole pandemic. I believe they're getting married, and this is a sweet custom order piece that I'll get to it in a minute, but we drew up a picture for it and bounced around some ideas, and we've came up with a really cool custom order here tonight. And then what's the rest of the show?
Then we've got number 3, which is just a statement that says it's Customer Appreciation Night, which we've already know that, so we don't know what that is. We're gonna just do this though, because I don't know how to make something custom on the blowpipe that is a customer appreciation piece, so I'm going to make a piece. So this is going to be changed to,
well, we're going to see how the night goes, folks, and the giveaway is going to be after that. And really what tonight's show is all about is going back into the area right back here, which we'll detail after our first custom order, and we're going to go over 8 different tables of customer appreciation work, which we'll describe in more detail, and you'll see all those pieces, discounted pieces and pieces that we thought we wanted to pass along to you guys and make happen. And I'm really going to let Michelle do the majority of the conversation on that, because this happens every year, and this is my first year being back since the pandemic during a customer appreciation time of the year, and this is the first time we've done it live. So there's a lot of different changes and a lot of different cool things that we're going to be having going on here.
so how many customer appreciation displays are back there.
9.
Nine tables?
9 different setups, which normally we do one setup, but because
show.
it's customer appreciation tonight, this Tuesday night, we've got 9 of them, and all 9 of those pieces are going to be online from now until the weekend, and then over the weekend on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is the show, everything that's left up there is going to be free shipping. Correct?
In the USA.
Anywhere
Yes.
in the USA.
Except Alaska and Hawaii.
But the benefit of buying these things tonight when it goes live at 6 o'clock is 6:30 is that they're all priced very good, special, customer appreciative pricing. So people will get the opportunity to get some really nice pieces for a really good price. And then when they're tossing and turning every night until Friday in their sleep, waiting to get their other pieces with free shipping, they'll be ready.
That's because there's one-of-a-kind pieces and there's multiples, isn't there?
Yeah.
And we'll go over which ones are which, but there is a lot of one-of-a-kind, one-off pieces.
And if you read the e-news, it's got all the details in there because there's some specials. Like if you spend any sale over $50 gets a free pin.
Free
You
pin.
can't walk away from the microphone and talk.
Free pin. But there's a lot of different specials, and if you do read the e-news and you read the blog that my mom wrote about this whole scenario, talking about the customers and where we came as a business, it's pretty cool, it's really informative, and it'll give you a lot of insight on what's going on tonight.
I agree. But if you have questions, Lucy's out of town. If you have questions, put them in the chat. We'll take care of them and answer all your questions. We got New Zealand in the house. Let's start out with where everyone's from. I saw England.
A little customer appreciation. Let's hear where everyone's from tonight. Let's get some conversations going in the chat. Michelle's going to be watching that tonight, and we've got 2 beautiful custom orders lined up, and we're going to have a great show here. So let's make it happen. We got Marcy on the camera, and we got Chris and Michelle. We've gone over the board. Like we said, we're not doing a challenge. We're not doing a warmer-upper. We're going to jump right into custom order land.
Yeah, the first piece you're going to be doing is going to be sweet sunflower for the vase I'm making, right?
Make that first.
I would say make that, stick it in the garage, then I'll make the vase.
You got it.
All right.
Let's
and
get to
I'll
it,
take
folks.
this, and Marcy, you're on it, girl.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say? When they comment? Michelle just said, everybody, that if you're going to do a comment...
Is that insider Facebook news?
I don't know.
I think she heard that through the algorithm leaking rumor vine, and I think we got some insider news here.
Yeah, this is some insider news. Michelle's taking a big old marketing class on Facebook. If you use 4 words or more when you comment, it's a huge difference with the algorithms to make the Glass Academy noticeable. So do it up, guys, when you comment. Make sure that you don't just say, hey there. Because that's only 2 words. You got to say
it twice.
You got to say, hey there, hey there.
Hey there, what's up now? And I guess if you guys are letting us know where you're from right now, if you're from Virginia, let us know your city in your state. And you could let us know your favorite color too. I don't know, whatever it takes to get to 4.
Pulling out the rocket science tree here. Woo! So Jake just gathered up some molten glass, guys, on the end of the blowpipe. If you're somebody who has not seen glass blowing before, where we always have somebody who's here on the live show who hasn't seen glass blowing, you gather that molten glass on the end of the blowpipe out of the furnace, which is over here. We're currently rebuilding our one furnace here, and we've got our other one over here with about 160 pounds of molten glass in it, cooking at 2,100 degrees.
I'm going right in the mold.
All right,
here.
Jake's going in to get a texture on the center of this sunflower. It's a beautiful sacred geometry pattern, which you're going to be blown away literally, just like the show. You're going to see this. So he's going to be flattening it, and Marcy's going to be very lightly, probably capping it because we don't want it to get too big. And I'll show you with the zoom action what's going on here on the end. But it looks
real light,
just like a sunflower.
Good. Oh, baby. This is also a very similar way blow. Keep it coming. Good. Very similar way to the way that we make our acorn tops.
Oh, that little bit of flame you just saw flicker off the glass there, that glass is still probably 1,500 degrees. Check out that pattern, that switchback sacred geometry pattern on the end. It looks just like the way the seeds grow on the center core of a sunflower. But that flame that flickered off of there was the wax that came off of the jacks. You need to lubricate the glass blowing tools, certain ones with some beeswax, which is right there, and it's on the end of these jacks. See how it piles up on the bench? But you get a little drip of that on the glass and it bursts into flames. It's pretty cool. The nicest thing I like about that is that there isn't any man-made substance that lubricates the glass blowing tools any better than good old-fashioned bees honey wax. I don't know, it's just beeswax, not bees honey wax, but there's honey mixed in there somewhere.
It might taste sweet. So like, are you saying all the beeswax, like when we get it from the hive, we chew up the honey, then we could use it on the bench?
You drink the honey,
cool.
then you chew up the wax.
All I know is honey is one of the coolest things on the earth.
Yeah.
That bees just produce this super ridiculous.
Look at Marcy going, you guys. She can control the glass way better with her tongue hanging out. It totally is a skill thing for her. See?
Oh boy.
I remember my brother Eric when he was drumming when he was a kid. We used to always go when he was in his band and concert and stuff, and we'd be like, dude, you got really into it. You got super crazy, and then your tongue popped out. You got to keep your tongue in your mouth. The creative process.
Yep.
All right, she's getting it nice and hot. So these are the sunflower petals she's making, which Jake's going to be adding those on there, and he's going to just be flattening them up, making them look super cool.
A little more point, a little longer and skinnier. Probably get maybe all of them off of this.
We got some great questions tonight. Our question to win the giveaway piece tonight is,
boom.
What would you like to see more of in our future shows, and what was your favorite promotion? Either one of those, your favorite promotion, and what would you like to see more of in our future shows? I know head dunking. I know we definitely need to get Michelle to dunk her head.
I'll dunk my head.
All right.
So head dunking, something that needs to happen.
Marcy hasn't done it yet either. Straight up and down. We can just maybe just dunk that, get rid of that, and do like one that's half the size.
So
it's a lot more in control.
Hello, that's not going to work very well. But okay, we'll keep the eyes on the action. There's a lot of talk about Australia. Thank you everyone who's watching us from overseas, and Australia's in some lockdown again. I want to say a shout out to Pammy. We're rooting for you if you need to get your next round of chemotherapy or your IV. Let's make that happen for you mentally. Rooting for you, but I know there's some lockdowns going on in Australia again. So how many Sticky Lally fans are out there watching the show as well?
What? So that one was, it was a lot of glass.
You probably get 2 off of that one. You know what I mean? Just like barbarian spikes.
Right.
One, and then just pinch it in the center with the tweezers, and that's
what
it.
I was going to do. What I was explaining is that it was a lot of glass, so it was all falling off of the pipe. It was kind of like a foot, and it was a perfect shape if we were making a bigger flower. It was shaped up perfectly.
Yeah.
It was just a hair too much glass, so I couldn't quite control it as I was trying to cut it off.
Yeah.
So then I threw it onto the floor.
Sometimes the gaffer can handle too much glass, and sometimes they can't, and it's not worth it. It's like a spiraling downward catastrophe as it's leaking off the pipe. You're like, oh. But look at the control here.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. And then Marcy's just gonna heat that up for another one. And Jake's gonna go right around the piece all the way with these little sunflower petals, which are great. Which I'm glad to see that he's already got his brain working really well towards the design of a sunflower, because a sunflower, the centerpiece is about the size of the leaves itself. It's a lot larger than a normal flower.
Yes, I'm ready.
Because it's got so many amazing, wonderful earthly seeds inside a sunflower.
Okay.
Nice and easy. And we got great posture here by the assistant. Looking great. Probably even marv that off.
Ooh.
Nice, looking good. Go ahead and get another one. So it's looking good. The thing about sunflowers is there's a lot of leaves that go around the sunflower. So Marcy's just got to hustle and just do a nice small gather. Not a super huge gather, Marcy. How come that's so big? That's beautiful, but just cut that off and get one half that size. It's not that big of a deal. It's just you can't be bringing such huge ones. Bring the same size every time. So she's going in to take her gather, and she's going to get another one. It's all kind of part of the training process, everybody. You guys know that. You've seen us do it before.
Yep. Yeah, please.
One gather, one color.
Yep, one gather and yellow.
All right, so we got Michelle stepping in to do a little bit of help because you can bring multiple bits for a sunflower on there.
That's perfect, not too juicy. Straight up and down. Nah, I'm not sure I understand, so we're gonna let Chris do this one. Tanya, truly is gonna be your piece. Thank you very much.
Yep, I'll take that from you, Michelle, if you want to. Well, you can just.
All right, folks, so that's how it goes. Not an easy thing, glass blowing. And you can obviously tell the frustration comes quick. So we're gonna see if Mom can pull a couple of legs off of the pipe here.
Oh, I don't know what I was doing. It's not how we do the heart. I was just playing.
It does
Now
look
I
like a
feel-
heart.
Now I feel under the gun.
Lots of pressure. Lots of pressure. Sounds good. And I'm taking a look at the camera here, folks. What's happening, Tanya? I see Dawn's out here. I'm seeing many familiar names, folks. What is up with it? It was a beautiful day at the Glass Academy. We pumped out quite a few pumpkins. We did a couple mugs. We got some custom orders done. Did a lot of really cool pieces today.
So I'm basically going to do the same thing that Jake just did. I'm going to blow a bubble into the bowl of tone mode to get that real natural looking geometric pattern on the center core of the sunflower.
He's using that gold brown. I think he mentioned it before, but this brown super iridescent, blue bling bling on it. And with the pineapple, it's going to be a great center to the sunflower. So into the mold. Below. Good.
blow. Good. All right. Let's put some Delios on there. All right. So I did a layer of yellow first, and then I added the gold over that so that you get some yellow popping through, because there is a little bit of yellow fuzz in between all the seeds on these things, guys. Sure. All right, so Jake's got a couple coats on there. He's going to be bringing these puppies over, and now it's just all about timing and speed. If I had an extra free hand, I'd be going shake and bake with Jake.
What?
It's all about speed. Tallahassee night, shake and bake.
You're doing two minutes.
Sure.
Yes.
These things get big real quick.
You don't have space alone, right here.
I'm telling you, Michelle, they get big real quick. We'll see. I think I might be able to get 2 off of that one. The trick to making sunflowers is don't make all the petals exactly the same.
They do get big quick.
They do. It's like, this was the little baby one we were going to make, and it's already like 5 inches in diameter.
Why? Oh. Yeah, this is the family family action right here, folks. Beautiful. So we also got the garage on, folks. And the garage, if you've watched our show, is in the back corner here, sitting at 900 degrees, and we're going to be sticking the sunflower in the garage to stay nice and warm while Chris makes this vase. You put it out, took it out? Oh, beautiful. I just told him.
Make it a little bit pointier.
One more flower coming in, folks. Gwen is sending some love to Marcy. We love to see it. That's what I'm talking about. And what's up, Diana, Andy, Mary, Cindy, Sharon, everybody? Let's get it. And there you go, Tanya. Yeah, how about that, Donna? Red glass is pretty darn sweet. Drake, we do penguins all the time. When it comes to be wintertime, we've done many a penguin. We were doing them on the show. Any guesses as to when winter time was, number-wise, on our shows? Maybe in the 90s, 80s?
How many weeks ago? Probably in the 80s, I would think.
Well, we were doing 2 a week before 100.
February, so March, April, May, June, July, times 4, 20 ago, be like in the 90s, maybe 80s.
Couple bends here, back and forth, switching it up. It's a real live flower, basically, so you gotta have a little bit of that action. And what's happening, Carrie? All right. I think we're just gonna keep it on this pipe, and we're gonna make a vase. Anybody else who just joined recently, folks, it's Customer Appreciation Night. We're gonna be having a really cool display of 9 featured product tables tonight. All right. Before we make the vase. Do what? Sure. We can do a walkthrough. Yeah, so we're deciding, tech support's thinking it's a good idea to get the lights on, and we're gonna go ahead and do a walkthrough over here in our customer appreciation section. Now normally, folks, right behind this beautiful board is our 10 to 12 piece featured product of the night, what keeps the show going, what keeps our business going, and the way we sell what we make live on this show. And tonight we've got 9 of them, and we have a lot of discounted pieces, a lot of really cool, unique, and individual pieces. Some one of a kind, some repeat certain products, and Michelle can explain all the reasoning behind why she chose what she chose. Some of them were simply just to fill the tables, but they're very discounted and they're looking good, and I think we should go take a quick walkthrough in the middle of the piece while that sunflower sits in the garage. And for anyone who's new to the show, and for everybody else who hasn't quite made it to Dearborn, this is our gallery side over here. This is Batch Gallery, and we have a beautiful display of all our work and beautiful artists that show our work here in the gallery. Lots of great products. If you come in for a class, you guys can now purchase a Gatorade or even a Red Bull, folks. Isn't that ridiculous? And actually, I don't know if I want people taking a Red Bull before they take our class, but come on through. And here is beautifully displayed, beautifully numbered, certain numbers for on the website. Michelle has put a lot of time and effort into these displays.
And Bridget and Christina.
And Bridget and Christina and Gwen and the entire crew.
Yeah.
And here we are. You got the mic on as well now?
Yeah. So
beautiful.
This mic should be working.
Should be on.
All right.
Beautiful.
So I kind of did them in sections. Like this is section 1. So we've got 9 tables. These are ring holders. The discellos go in your yard. This goes on a thing that will go in the garden. And I mentioned short bases. They're about 12 inches, so we can get it shipped to you. The long ones are taller.
Are these available at 6:30, typical
6:30.
time, in a couple minutes here?
Yeah, so free shipping happens Friday, but if you see something now, you might want.
So this is like, since we do our show on Tuesdays, this is the customer appreciation pre-sale, first opportunity to see what's available on the weekend and opportunity to purchase. But once we get to the weekend as well, you're gonna have free shipping, there's gonna be some other deals included, but right now is first choice at all of our customer appreciation products.
And Jake and I talked about it too. The Neela reveal on Thursday morning, we'll go over these products a little slower because we don't want to tie up the whole show with this.
Yeah.
So here's the station. We've got some ornaments happening. We've got hearts.
Now that fan on the right there is not for sale, folks.
No.
We got a pickle ornament. These are some, I know these ones were one of a kind, one and done we call them. Once purchased, they're done.
These have a paw print stamped into them, and we give back to the local animal shelter with that purchase.
Beautiful.
We got our creature table over here.
Creature and character table, folks. Yep. Couple gnomes slid in there just for good measure. We got some snowmen. Unfortunately, not any penguins. I don't even believe we have any in stock right now after Drake just asking, but some great pieces there.
I will go check. We've got some drinkware for those of you going to the Renaissance Festival coming up.
Oh, yeah.
These were for our beer event, so they are signed. Hot Glass Cold Beer by Chris Nordine. This one is 2018. So they have different dates on them, very collectible. And then the last round is pumpkins because pumpkin season is coming.
Oh yeah.
So that's a sneak peek. Again, if you're interested in something, when we do the annealer reveal on Thursday, we'll give you a bigger shout out and hold things up. Like this particular acorn has some purple in it, but you wouldn't know that until we showed you.
So yeah, that's the sneak peek. The website is live now. If you guys want pictures, detailed pictures, and to see what all is available, you can go right to the website and you can see on each of these number tables what's available here tonight and can purchase. We're going to get back to the show here, but we will come back here and highlight a few of our favorite items. We'll do more on the annealer reveal coming up on this Thursday, and then we're going to keep it rolling through the weekend, folks.
So I have to admit, I watched a show the other day. It was called The Beekman Boys, and they did a show, and it was like QVC. So now we can learn how to talk like QVC. And now we have 4 of these items left. 4.
So we're going to get back to Tanya's piece here, which Chris is making. This is Chris's artist choice for the week. This is how mine finished up last week, and you saw the foot was a little bit of a dilemma, but I created a beautiful piece to add to her collection with the Van Gogh sphere in the middle. This one was completely pushing me out of my comfort zone, but turned out really beautiful. Some of you saw as I knocked it off, we lost the foot here. So what we did the next day was I blew out the foot and we put the Avolio right on here and punnied it up and knocked it off and saved it. And then Chris ground these together and glued them together. So it's a completed piece for Tanya because we couldn't not save 80% of the piece after making it on the live show and having it turn out the way it did.
That's a beautiful piece.
It's just a really beautiful
Really
one.
nice, Jake.
And yeah, it is probably very difficult to ship that, but good thing we got the best shipping crew around.
Right.
Either that or Tanya's just going to have to make another visit into town. Folks, we love having you come into town when we see our customers and meet them face to face. I always say I've seen so many names on Facebook, but I just don't get to see faces as much as virtually. Oh yeah. And so here are the candy canes, folks, from last week. And if you all remember, we went through, we showed them on the annealer reveal. This was mine, this was Marcy's. We got Michelle's and Chris's candy canes. That was the challenge of the week. And we had many votes. We haven't decided a winner yet, I don't believe, because we haven't looked at, we haven't tallied up all the names quite yet. But we've got 4 participants. I think we have a pretty good idea who has the nicest candy cane, but we've decided that this is going to be the giveaway for tonight's show, folks. All right. So now we're going to get back to the show.
All right, so I've been thinking about this piece for Tanya. Tanya, I hope you're watching. This inspiration I have with this piece is going to be a vase that's going to hold a bouquet of flowers that would probably have a sunflower inside of it. So it's going to be a cylinderous type shape. It's going to have a beautiful ribbing to it. The sunflower we made is going to be stuck right on the front of it, and it's going to be open at the top to hold a full bouquet. So it's going to be a pretty cool traditional vase.
So that sounds pretty sweet. It's going to be a pretty cool vase. And it's always cool to see vases because it brings everything to a larger scale. And we were actually making large pumpkins today, so we're kind of in the zone, or at least Marcy and I are, of making larger work. Chris was not around here today. He came in for the show, and so he's getting warmed up and he's feeling good. And he's got his flip-flops on. He's taking a giant gather. It's always a sign of a good glass blower. One big gather on the first gather like this, it takes a lot of turning ability to really scoop up that much glass. What's the color scheme we got going on here?
I'm going to do the interior core of the vase yellow. Ooh. And then I'm going to coat it with the really nice dark amber iridescent on the outside, and then I'm going to dust the cracks with the yellow so that it all kind of ties right in with that sunflower we made. And one of the things I was thinking about is about sticking that sunflower on there. I want to heat that space up and take the back of the taglia and indent the side of the vase first before we put the sunflower, so it kind of sits into the piece.
Okay.
So it's not fragile and wants to pop off.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. That's the kind of stuff that makes great artwork, folks, is thinking about the piece ahead of time and deciding the way you want to plan it out and how it's all going to go down. You can't really just jump into a piece randomly. You got to have some insight as to what's going on.
I don't want to have the bottom of this piece too thick when I go into the mold. That's why I'm letting the glass fall back on itself a little bit here. So I got a nice even bubble for the first gather.
Marver in it. If anybody remembers the Marver cam, we did for a while have a stationary high definition camera on the Marver that we would flip to. And you're going to gather over that, and then you're going into this mold. Marcy, would you come over here and take a look at this mold? I want to explain something to everybody about the mold. And this is a mold you see we use very often on many of our pieces, everything large enough up to being a mug. Anything bigger than that, we start going in this bad boy. And the trick with this mold is that it's much wider up top. And typically, the bigger you get, you're using a bigger pipe. But Chris, for right now, to make this vase, is using the same size pipe you would go into this mold with to make a mug, but he's going to use twice as much glass and go into this mold. And so when he blows into this, right around the pipe, up here near the widest part of the mold, it's going to blow out the thinnest. And that's something really difficult you got to plan ahead for as the gaffer, to manage your thickness of the piece when you drop into that mold, because as soon as you blow that out and it becomes too thin on the outside, to put a neckline into a really thin piece of glass and handle all your thick mass on the end is a really difficult move. And that's some technical business, folks. Marcy's on the camera, and I've got time to think about these kind of things. So if you got questions, shoot them in the chat. I want to talk about glass today, and I want to talk about customer appreciation. So I'd love to see, we also talked about if people would be interested in showing off. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought you were giving this to me or something.
Sit down and relax.
I would really be interested in hearing if people had any kind of stories looking back onto any number of shows they've watched, because some people have been really dedicated and seen us since the beginning. But any kind of stories anyone's got, things that stick in their head when they think of the gathering point. To reminisce a little bit. Yeah.
How about, does everybody know when the show became the gathering point? When we changed the name?
That's a good question.
What show was that?
Yeah.
I was asking them that. I know the answer. Glad you answered that for me.
But on the counter of what I just asked, here is the giveaway question for the night, folks. And so basically what we want to know here is the opposite of what I just asked. I'd love it if we could reminisce a little bit and go back into some old shows, but we'd love to know from all of you, our customers, and who appreciates the show and who we're catering to, what you guys like seeing on the gathering point. Do you like the detailed pieces like I made last week? Do you like seeing the custom orders? Is there anything in particular you really are interested in? The challenges, candy canes. You can toss them in the chat, but you can also send it as a giveaway. Show 1000 is the answer.
What would show 1000 look like?
I think we might be broadcasting from the moon.
Oh, it could be.
Since
Mars.
Definitely to Mars.
Jeff Bezos went up into space this morning.
Yeah, he did. I saw that notification. 4 minutes.
Free floated for 4 minutes.
If we're talking about 1,000, show 1,000, if it's 52 weeks in a year, then we're talking, what now? We're talking 20 more years of doing shows.
You could be married with kids, and your kid could be on the show.
That would be
like
pretty
a special
ridiculous.
gift.
That would be just standing over there, making goblets. So he successfully went into the mold. You see him, this is called dusting the cracks. And the core, the valleys of all those ridges are the hottest because the core mass is holding that heat. So color didn't stick to the ridges, only in the valleys. So he's got yellow streaks of color on top of a yellow core. Missing the gust stop. Very true, very true. The train coming through.
Below. Keep going. Good.
It's looking like a pumpkin right now. It's looking like what we did all day.
All right, well, I guess we better stop and just leave it be a pumpkin. Got some tiny little jacks here.
Yep. He's pointing that out because that's a big pumpkin, a big vase start here. A lot of heat coming off of him, and he is using our smallest size jack, so his hand is super close to the piece, and it's sizzling him. It doesn't quite look yellow either, folks. That is bright yellow, and it's looking brown because it's still hot.
And I covered it with brown.
Oh, and there's gold brown on it?
I wanted the yellow over the gold brown over the yellow, then yellow in the crack, so that it matches the flower and it's kind of earthy looking.
Okay. That sounds pretty sweet. So now I believe he is heating just the bottom here of the vase. And by doing that, he's only heating the very bottom. He's got the heat focused on one half. You can't let this side get too cold. It's sticking out of the hole, so he may take a full flash, he may not. He's thinking about that. But he gets the bottom hot, hangs it downward, and he's gonna let that start to fall out nice and symmetrical into a beautiful vase form. That's using gravity, folks. You've got to. It's much easier than pulling that down with any kind of tool. You don't want to be using the tweezers and put marks all over it. Candy dishes and vases, single color, sure. Jason's feeling all right. His wrist has got some serious problems right now. Look at the length on this thing. Jason will be back around soon enough. Mary, thank you very much. Custom orders are the best. We love doing custom orders. In the case of Tanya, in the case of many of them, they'll push us out of our comfort zone. That's what keeps things interesting. Vicky, you got it. Sunflower is getting done tonight, right after this piece. And it is Customer Appreciation Night, so we'll talk more about that below.
Good.
Beautiful shape.
All right, we're gonna go for a foot here, Jake.
All right then.
A yellow foot.
Hey Chris, isn't it dangerous to wear flip-flops or no?
Nope. It depends on if you're dropping pieces. If you're somebody who's dropping a lot of pieces, you guys, it could be kind of treacherous on the feet, but I don't really drop too many pieces, so it's not too treacherous for me. And once you get to that point where I'm at, you're allowed to wear flip-flops in the shop, guys. But I bet you if I went down to somebody else's studio, if I was working for somebody or doing demonstrations in their studio, they might say, you know what, Chris, you can't. You're going to have to wear some steel-toed stormtrooper boots.
Not the stormtrooper boots.
Yeah. A big one. Rescue Hero.
Oh, God.
Rescue Hero boots. I got a couple pair of those.
Those things will keep you warm. Boom, nice foot. I'm gonna steal these. Shape this up into a punny. You need a paddle from me?
Yeah, eventually. Kind of want to do something fancy, I think.
Oh, no
Might as well give her the whole kit and caboodle.
As Tanya is used to getting. Nice. Dang. So I see what he was talking about. Yellow core, he's got gold brown, iridescent gold brown on the outside, and I slightly see that yellow kind of breaking through. And actually it's because you put it in the cracks is what I'm seeing right now.
Right. But it's going to be a wide open top, so you're going to see all that yellow on the inside.
Oh. Beautiful. No need to be nervous about this beautiful piece. It could only drop at any moment. Yellow's pretty stiff, but it also doesn't show its heat too well. It looks kind of orange right now. That could still be way too warm for the punny. Could be the correct temperature, and that's why Chris is just thinking time-wise. He's not really looking at the color. He's just thinking, I took 2 flashes. It was just molten a second ago. I'm gonna give it one more flash, make sure the heat's all equal. I'll make sure my punty's feeling correct. And we're gonna go for the punny attachment here. All right, folks. It's a big piece here. Right on center. Little cold metal.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, baby.
Beautiful knockoff. Are we putting a lip wrap on this thing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think there's going to be enough going on up top with the flower that we're just going to let that thing
I like that.
radiate off the front of the vase.
Well, in that case, I think I'm going to take over on the camera. I'm going to let Marcy finish this piece up with you.
Well,
Switch it up
I'm going to
a
need
little
a
bit.
stickum bit, and that thing's going to have to be knocked off and stuff like that onto the thing, so I think you should stick around.
All right. Beautiful. So he's heating up just the top half here. This is the opposite of what he was doing a minute ago. He's probably going to use the Sophietta on this piece right now. That's this guy right here. He's going to blow through the end because he's no longer connected to a blow hose or a blow rod that he can blow air through this piece. So right now, by capping the end with the tool, he puffed it out, expanded it, and he's able to start opening this baby up. He's actually got a lot of heat on it. It's looking really good. This is where he's really deciding, finishing the shape he had started up. You really start deciding your shape. Oh, he's going to cool down the pipe.
Just cooling the pipe a little bit. It's real hot up here.
That's what happens, folks, after a long day of work. I probably should have, as the assistant, thought ahead on that. And after taking a big gather of a foot and making the punny, then you go over to the pipe cooler and you cool it down so that when the gaffer takes their piece back, they slide their hand up to where they normally would and they wouldn't get burned. So it must have been a hot pipe.
It was warm, and I knew I wanted to get close to it and have a little bit more
traction,
leverage on it, you know?
Yep. Yep, that's right. And we could have also used the bigger punnies on this too, and I'm realizing more and more every day, even though it seems kind of weird to be grabbing a thicker pipe and holding more weight and working with something, just adding weight to what you're doing, it makes the process of the creation a lot easier, having that counterweight on the pipe, having less rotation to turn to get the piece to move the way that you want on a wider diameter of pipe.
Will you pull me the big jacks out, Jake?
Big jacks.
Thank you, sir.
He's going for the opening here, picking out his shape. I just touched up the lip, made sure it was looking good. Looks like he's going for the full, straight swoosh.
Well, open top, big bouquet.
Okay.
So to get that little bit of a bulge out of the center, I'm going to get it real hot and not spin it fast and just hold it downward lightly.
I see, I see. Well, it's looking pretty good. Ho, 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 ho.
Right, I'm jumping next to you. Postage cost to Australia. You know, it's so hard to say. We charge $35 for international, but I shipped something to Canada the other day and it was $47. So we're giving you a flat rate of $35. I have no idea. It depends where you live. But know that we'll cover it if it doesn't work.
All right, I think we're going to be ready to...
So you're going to be putting the indent in here, then I'll bring a stick-em bit, which is going to be hot, clear glass to connect this piece, the sunflower, to this piece.
And you're going to while I keep that bit hot, you're going to flash the flour, come over, take the shears, give it a little nibble, knock it off right here face down. I'll grab it, flip it over, stick it on, flash it.
You got it.
But I'm going to prep this dent first.
Okay.
And knowing the diameter of this thing, I'm going to probably want to go somewhere a little bit down, about a third of the way down where it's narrower.
You can see the flour over there.
Yep, and you know you're going to have to go up with it and hold it up for a little bit in there and get it nice and warm before you come over here. So
yes.
You could probably get that lifted up now.
You got it. By lifting it up, he means just raising this up in the garage, because everyone knows heat rises, and the higher I hold this in here, the more heat this thing's going to pick up before I bring it out of the garage and into real air temperature. This is the moment of truth, folks.
Yeah, would you hand me the Taglia, Michelle? A smaller Taglia, the big one over there? I'm going to flash it and come back and get it. Just a big one right there. Center there, thank you. All right, so if yours is pretty warm, Michelle, you're going to bring me a stick-em bit?
Grape size.
You can bring it.
I'll go for my flash right after that one.
I'm going to take my flash right now. Michelle's coming over with that one. Heat it up, yep. Jake, you can come over. When? Straight up. Lift.
Beautiful.
Are you going to give me a flash or no, Jake? You could probably step off to the side for a second.
Yep.
You got enough heat. I'm going to give it a flash.
I got plenty of juice on here. We got yellow tips on the flour, which is a great thing. So I'm safe. Chris is taking a flash. He's going to keep that thing hot while keeping his body cool so it's not moving around.
I'm going to be ready when you are, Jake.
Okay, here we go then. Little cold metal where we want it to break. You said face down?
Yep.
Oh, I got it. Thank you.
Hand it over.
Oh, baby. It's on there, folks. Wow. Great idea indenting it.
Looks nice and
It looks
smooth.
great.
Still on center. Now we're going to get crazy with the reduction, but we do need to put a
baby.
GA stamp on her.
All right. No matter how wild the crowd goes, we can't hear all of you, and that's what we have tech support for. We heard our crowd thermometer go off a second ago. All right, support from Marcy on the camera. We love it. I always talk about that not being as easy of a job as it seems.
All right, going for the reduction now.
Beautiful.
It's looking all brown, but wait till we get it all blinging.
I was just a baby. Mom's talking about wholesale shows from back in the day. Similar vase to this.
Oh, there she is.
I'm gonna get the gloves going here.
There you go, folks. Which anneal are we going into?
Number 4.
So I'll, want me to come over there and give it to you close?
Yeah, that's cool if we don't want to torch the bottom of it.
I think it's gonna come off perfect.
All right. Here we go, folks. I think I saw pictures of Bezos wearing a couple of these today when he was headed up to the moon.
Standing it up in the middle. All right. Woo! Tanya, that's a nice
sweet.
one, girl.
Wow.
Beautiful. Loved it. Loved the opportunity. Loved making those sunflower vases. I haven't made a lot of them. That's really the first one. But they're nice, you guys. And I'd love to do any type of special commissions with different color vases, different color flowers. But they're beautiful if you're a flower person and you love bouquet of flowers. So,
Tanya's got an original.
oh yeah.
Someone was asking for a poppy flower.
Poppy flower, sure. I like that. All right. Well, that's one of 2 custom orders tonight, folks. Couple beautiful pieces to be made. One down. We are going to walk back on over to customer appreciation area. And maybe, Mom, if you or Dad, you want to hand your mic off to Mom?
Sure.
She just knows how all this stuff runs pretty well.
Oh,
And
I
I
get
think
the
Michelle
nice
should be the one
sweaty-
talking about it.
the nice sweaty
Yeah, take a
mug.
good look at that, Marcy. Yeah.
Here you go.
All right, this is why I wear an apron. All right, it's all good. Okay, so if you come shopping in the gallery, you're gonna see everything else, but we're gonna stay focused on the 9 tables today because first off, for those of you who have been looking, because some of you have been looking, what do you think of the prices? They're kind of fun, huh? And why we did the good prices too was we want to create new things, and sometimes we have to get rid of things that have been here and allow space to come in. So our goal at Customer Appreciation is really to like push some of this out because we want to prototype our new pumpkin. We want to get our candy cane rolling. July is usually our house cleaning month. This is not when we do products. We're usually cleaning the house, but here we are sweating it, show 120.
I would say that these 2 are the most design-oriented and cool-looking individual pieces that are available for customer appreciation. These totally remind me of the One Gather vases, and I think these were yours,
No,
Mom?
Dad did
Or
those
these were
because he did the
Dad's?
Marini piece.
These were Chris's pieces, just like his Marini pieces that you've seen on our Patreon show, but 2 different shapes, non-functional, totally designed, and just beautiful pieces of artwork. Crystal clear with that green color in the middle.
Oh, let's go over to the Michigan Icicles next.
before on our sweep by, I just wanted to show everybody this rock, this glass rock. And if this isn't just the most incredible thing you've ever seen in your life, folks,
it is.
It's pretty darn cool.
So
is this a
was,
Renaissance thing, or was this a custom piece?
This is DMC Hospital. We did these rocks in an installation. So they wanted like river stones. So in their meditation room in the hospital, there's all these river stones.
And this is from Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Who likes that?
That was the one unhatched one? The one that didn't make it, the runt of the litter?
I didn't watch that show, so I can't answer that. All right, this one
yes,
I wanted to show.
This is cool. This is cool.
The Michigan Icicle, they come in a box. The reason these are on the table at such a great price, I'm doing a different box this year. This is like kind of, you know, what's out there, but I'm doing something more special.
I mean, these look amazing to me, but that's just how marketing works, and that's what happens when Michelle puts 100% of her effort into the design and the marketing of a business. Things change, and there you go. There's a discounted deal for nothing wrong, just completely beautiful product.
And they're great prices, so
and they're great
snatch them
prices.
up.
And the reality is, folks, we market everything, and everything we do is handmade by us at the Glass Academy. And the reason that we talk like that is because it's glass art, and everything is made one of a kind. Everything handmade is completely individual and really cool. So if you come over to this table here, when we look at the characters like this, and you look at the creatures, which this one actually was from the live show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that one's going to be back on our live show table at some point.
No, I think it's sold.
Or maybe it's already sold.
I haven't looked at the orders 100%. Like this guy, I kind of like him. Look at, he's like leaning into the snow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is each one, this guy's a leaner over here as well. Each one has its own total characteristics, and just the way it goes, some of them, look at this guy with the absolute blinged out iridescent toes and nose. They're all totally one of a kind and cool, and that's what we love about glass art. So although this may be a little wonky snowman, maybe not one we put on the front page of our snowman magazine, he's got total character, and you can still stroke his hat up top, and he's got a carrot nose, and he's cute.
And what Jacob and I were talking about, we're kind of wonky too, so.
I'm definitely wonky. My hips are completely misplaced. Because we made so many gnomes, I messed up my lower back.
No, you don't say that.
And I'm literally wonky.
You need to just do some yoga and rolling on the...
That's right.
Right?
I may have made this one at some point. Is this a one-of-a-kinder?
No.
Oh, there's multiple of these?
Yep.
I was going to say.
The sunshine ornament.
Sunshine ornaments.
Right?
Super cool. I love yellow. I mean, I like working with yellow glass, but for some reason it doesn't sell the rest as others. So maybe that's why this guy's here. But I think yellow and a yellow ornament with the pineapple is ridiculous.
Well, when you call it the sunshine
ornament.
And maybe you live in Florida or California, or maybe you live in Michigan, and you're just so tired of the winters that you're like,
looking for the sunshine.
I need a sunshine ornament.
But folks, again, this is what makes our business run, and this is how small businesses work.
Which is why, if you read the e-news or the blog, the customer appreciation, we got this far because of all of you.
Exactly. And every day throughout the many years my parents have run the business together, but now that I'm back and since the pandemic, it's taken a lot of support from all of you, and it's taken a lot of appreciation of the craft and what goes on here at the Glass Academy and who we are. Your support means everything. That's what it is. It's what it's all about. We've been doing these shows, 120 now. We sell things online all over the world to you all, and that's a really great feeling and a great thing to tell people that ask how the glass industry is doing. And we can tell them that we have people across the world watching what we're doing and appreciating the craft. It's pretty darn cool.
And it makes the pieces, when you buy them, have a story. So it's not just a piece of glass that you saw at an art fair that you walked through and thought, well, this is pretty, which is really great to go to art fairs and support.
Which
the
I
artists.
did, yeah.
But absolutely, our show, we're here. The show's on YouTube. You can watch repeatedly. We call it educational. I said it pretty good in the e-news. Educational, entertainment, and something else. The ways we bring beauty into your life.
And our own lives.
I feel like some of what we're talking about is going forward from show 120 is like really defining some of the harder items we make.
Yeah.
Our pumpkin show, we're going to do an awesome, amazing virtual pumpkin show where we do cane champagne pumpkins, and we're gonna do some crackled pumpkins. We're really gonna light it
Really
up.
detailed work. It's talk about the technical side of the glass. Another thing to point out here, and Marcy, check out over here as well, something that you all should be, and some people do think ahead to, when we get into pumpkin season, people can only buy so many pumpkins and display so many on your mantle. So you need to look for accent pieces. When you look at leaves like these, and this is a large, strong leaf with actually some detail work here, just like Chris does on his metal pieces. Remember the name for that?
Patuto.
Patuto. Beautiful work there. Here's another leaf. These are all great accent pieces to go with pumpkins. So think about what you want sitting next to your other glass work as you're checking out the table here.
Or if you're really confused, like one person said, you just buy the mystery items because you know it's something cool.
We have mystery items up.
Oh yeah, that's table number 9.
Table number 9 is the mystery item.
The boxes. It will come packaged beautifully, ready as a gift.
All right. We could get back to the action here.
All right, back to the action. I will hand off this nice.
Anything interesting in there we need to address?
Nope. It's just that you need to get a massage.
Oh.
And your back needs to be stretched out, and Julie Finn says you better call her up.
Make it happen.
Because Gary was talking about getting your back stretched out.
I do love massages like crazy, but also in the summertime, it's hard to think about getting a massage. When we're sweating in here all day and I'm thinking about a massage, it's just too much.
All right.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna drink this water here, but we're moving on to Vicky's custom order, folks. And Vicky, remind me, is this for your daughter or your son? Or was it a granddaughter or grandson? Either way, it's a couple that this is a, I don't want to get too oozy with it, but they're going to be having a heart made with a sunflower on it, and it's going to be the first of its kind. Marcy grabbed this and pulled it over for us to show. I based it off of these beautiful pieces that we made and showcased about a week and a half ago. Super popular, all rainbow colors. These are available, if not on the website, you can DM us because we haven't quite gotten to updating them on there. But we're gonna make a larger version of this, and I'm gonna do it in red, a traditional red heart, and then we're gonna have, Chris is gonna make a sunflower, a smaller one, probably about that big, maybe yay big.
Like this big?
No, that won't do. But the heart's gonna be bigger, it's gonna look really nice. We're gonna do a wider casting on the bottom here, and we're gonna put a sunflower instead of the berry here on the side, and it's gonna look really nice, and we're gonna make it happen. And thank you, Marcy, actually reminding me here that I did make a beautiful drawing that I sent over to her when we were ordering this up. And this is how it works, folks. Depending on the order, if you're interested in a custom order, you can go to our Contact Us webpage, and you can reach out, you can send pictures, you can give us your preferred budget, and we can totally talk back and forth, whether it's email or over the phone, and design and put together a piece to have made for you or anybody else in your life on the show. But this is what I had drawn up for her. N and T, I believe, are the initials, and then you've got our sunflower here. This is going to be the red heart, approximately 5.5 inches. We're going to shoot for that, but this is a completely one-of-a-kind, never been done before piece. So that's what we're gonna go for. And here is the mold I pulled from the back room for the casting, so you see the difference in size to what we're doing here. Much bigger. And I also would love to give a special shout out to my grandparents, Grandma and Grandpa Plusinski out there in Florida. And I know I'm not looking at you right now, you're looking at me, but my parents are coming to visit soon, and I got to get out there and visit really soon. But I miss you guys. I'm sure Grandma Nordine's probably watching too, and Grandpa Nordine out there in the world, and everyone's grandparents. Appreciation to more than just our customers, family members, and everyone that you guys love in your lives. It's a beautiful thing out there right now. So back to the action. We've got Chris with some gold brown, just like we did before. He's gonna go into the pineapple mold and shape this up for a sunflower. We're gonna put that in the garage, and then I'll make the heart. He'll cast the base, and we're gonna be looking good. Oh, Grandpa's leg, I believe, is doing good. That was from maybe 10 shows ago. Or was that Grandma? Grandma had her knee.
Grandma had her knee replaced.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was like, I think it had
she's
to
doing
be
great.
10 weeks ago. But Grandma could tell you if she had her typing action going right now. But I think they're watching it. They figured it out on their TV, so I'm not sure they're commenting. But either way, Chris is coming out of the pineapple mold. I'm gonna give him a bench blow. A little smaller, remember. Would you prefer to take the camera or run sunflower bits with us?
She's gonna run sunflower bits. Ready for some sunflower bits. You run them. Yep, same thing, just I'm gonna put smaller ones on. Sure, 2 or 3, whatever comes, it'll be fine, yep. The 18 fans are feeling good in here today. Why? God, he brought it to me a minute ago. Keep them coming. Ready, Shell. Nice bits, nice and hot and juicy. I like them.
I think we're all good here, Mom. Oh yeah. Rapid fire sunflower petal application. I'm here to reiterate tech support's note that free shipping begins on Friday and goes through Sunday, folks, for anybody online.
Friday at 12:01 in the morning on 6 a.m.
And the reason we're doing that is because this Tuesday show is the special pre-customer appreciation weekend where people have the opportunity to buy these pieces before they're available to the free shipping purchasers. So you can pick and choose what you like. You can also wait and these pieces will be available. Some of them are multiples, a lot of them are one-of-a-kinders, so they're going to be available on the weekend for you, both in person here at the gallery, or many of them are online as you're seeing over here. So the sunflower is complete and in the garage, which means I'm going to get started on this twisted open heart out of the Rojo. And because it's a larger one, I'm going to use this counterweight pipe, a larger pipe, to get a little more mass. Always put yourself up a backup pipe just like I did in case things go awry, which they often do. Are you trimming your nails?
A little manicure action, no big deal.
I don't need any nail juice on this heart here.
Little nail mojo in the casting.
So I just put about 2 schmacks of red on here. That's the technical term in glass blowing, as you all know, for coats of color. And I'm going to drop it into the mold now, here now. And Dad, would you grab me the other mold, the one that's laying down on the floor over there?
Little pumpkin-y?
We experimented with a couple different molds today, different sizes, because we were making our large pumpkins, which are about the size of a melon. That's right, we did talk about that earlier. A melon. And we tried out a bunch of different molds for stems. We were getting some great stems. The Marcy was bringing some beautiful pieces. Pumpkins truly are the collaboration piece. Both body and stem is a total piece of teamwork. A little bit of action there. And let's see how it goes. This is where it gets difficult. You want it to pull out even so that I can fold it back on itself to get this beautiful heart shape.
These heart shapes are not easy to do. Jake does a real good job at pulling them out nice and even.
And it actually did turn out pretty good so far.
Jeez, talk about scaring us.
Talk about jinxing myself. Turned out real good so far. Jesus.
All right.
All good. And the piece is looking correct. And there it is, folks. Nope, that's just step number 1.
How do you do the bend?
The bend is going to be coming from a cut and a fold and a fold and a squish.
Very technical.
That's quite technical.
Yeah, it's the CFFS.
That's right.
The cut, fold, squish.
That's pretty well known in the glass blowing world as well, if you all know a glass blower in your lives.
Just tell them, say, you ever pull the CFFS?
Yeah,
And they'll be like, oh yeah. She's heard about it.
Well, not everyone's going to be like, oh yeah. It's not like every average Joe can be pulling one of those. So, well, but here it goes.
Yes.
Ba-boom!
Now, if you blinked, you missed it. Just like driving through a small one-block town.
What?
Yeah.
Is that because you just went out of town last weekend or something?
Yeah.
That's the
I
last
drove
thing
through
I
a lot
would've thought
of one-building towns.
Oof. I love that though. That's really cool. It's fun to experience that different style of living. I like to do this extra move. I could leave these sticking off here like this, but I like to take these and get them nice and hot and really squish this connection together and kind of flatten them out in the middle a little bit. That's why I'm taking my time on this one here. I'm gonna go for the fold. I'm gonna go gently and kind of squeeze them down to a nice little point here. There we are. I think that's looking pretty proportionate if we hold it up next to the casting size here.
What about the sunflower? You want me to heat that up and bring it out so you can look at the size?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's standing up in the casting,
That's
right?
right.
Okay. I'm just going to heat this up so you can take a peek at it.
Yeah, let's take a look, because I wanted to apply this on the side. As you saw in the drawing, I wanted to stick it right on one of the corners here. And I'm thinking since this one has the more beautiful of the two swooshes on this side, I believe, I'm going to stick it right on this right side, kind of like that. Thank you, Marcy. I'm going to get up in there with you. Let's take a look at how it's looking size-wise. Similar to the vase, we're gonna need a stickum bit. I think that's looking really good. Right there, if we hold it. Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put this thing back up here. You're not gonna need the tagli or any of this stuff, right?
Nope.
So I'll be able to knock it face down. You're gonna torch your tweezers and get them hot.
Stick it on there and then you'll go for the casting.
And then you just equalize it and take your time sizing it up all the time in the world. And
all right.
So I can heat this guy up right now, and then I'm going to go grab the casting, the stickum bit for you, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to go get it right now.
I think Marcy's grabbing the stickum bit.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful.
You using these?
I'm ready. I'm going to use these. So here we go. Marcy's bringing the stickum bit. I got my bottom here looking good. Hold it for 1 sec. All right. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to take one flash.
That's right.
So I got a hot, juicy ball on here. Chris is heating up the tweezers for me so that they're hot and they don't shock the sunflower here when I go to pick them up.
Press. Thank you. There you go.
Beautiful. Oh, baby. That's cool.
You're going to use the tweezers to stick it into the casting?
Yeah. And it feels so weird spinning something so off-center with so much weight on one side. But look at that. I'm going to touch it one more time here. Get that sunflower pointed up a little more. It's kind of fading downwards.
I don't need to fill that, right?
For a nice clean top on it, but it's your choice. Whatever you think will look best. Oh, this is cool. And we do have a shop cat, folks. Her name is Batch, B-A-T-C-H, and that comes from the raw material of glass that we melt down. It's called Batch. It's like a sand kind of chemically powder that we'll melt into the furnace at 2,000 degrees. And right about 2150 is where we're working at right now. A beautiful molten temperature. But Batch lives in the shop here all winter long, all summer long. And look at this action, Marcy.
It's going to set for a minute, but I'll torch it for you after it sits up.
And so we're going to let this settle. I'm actually going to take the tag tool here. Or he's just going to let it sit. It's a perfect cast, which is something that takes a lot of repetition, a lot of ability. to cast that down to the right size and have the right amount of glass fill into the crevices and be the perfect level like that. So that's why I left that one up for my dad, but here's about the size. The sizing's perfect.
Tweezers you're using?
Things looking good. I'm gonna use the tweezers. I'm gonna put some water and just knock it.
Well, you can't put water because the tweezers are gonna be hot, so you're gonna have to neck it
Right, all right.
over here.
Okay. Or 2 different pair of tweezers. If you wanna get those hot, I'll put water here.
Okay.
I think now it's probably about good.
Then where are you gonna, how you gonna, you're gonna come over and knock it like a flower, right? You're gonna go
Yeah.
boink. Okay. I think you're still pretty hot though, hang tight.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
All right. Needs to be settled enough that when we pull that casting off,
We gotta get that off before we,
squish it on there.
yeah. All right, that's good. Let's do it, Jake. Got a lot of time. Take your time. A lot of time. You keep her steady. Those tweezers are hot. Give me your pipe. Kind of lift it up so it doesn't go in too deep. Blow on it with a puffer, maybe?
That's about max that we want to be outside here. Letting it settle in real good.
It looks just like the
Hot
picture.
tweezers.
Talk about how you're going to cream it.
Bottom left corner.
What's the matter with up there?
Thank you.
Put it on the metal, not
On the grate?
cracks, yeah.
I don't know.
Looks nice.
That was sweet. Vicky, I'm gonna have to look in the comments. I'm gonna have to remember who exactly that's for, and I hope they were watching the show. But that's right, you saw it right there. There's the sign. That was a pretty cool piece. Let's take a look at the picture, see how it turned out.
That turned out amazing.
It was pretty cool. About 5.5 inches. Let's see, 1, 2, I don't know. That was about 5.5 inches, I think. Sunflower on the top. I knew I drew it a little, not like a sunflower. They were too pointy, but it looked like a sunflower there. Heart looks good, base looks good. I think it looks beautiful, folks. So another beautiful piece done and on the show. Let's see. That was our giveaway. Ooh, police are going by. Question?
How do you think this would be good at the egg and spoon race?
Egg and spoon race. You heard of that before? An egg and spoon race?
What is it?
An egg and spoon race?
Edward Scissorhands? Yep, I heard of him.
Good guy. Good
Egg
guy.
and spoon race for sure.
I don't know what that is.
You had to hold it. You had to hold a hard-boiled egg on your spoon. It was regular, a raw egg. I remember playing those when I was a kid. You'd have a spoon, a tiny teaspoon with an egg on it, and you'd have to run across the finish line as fast as you can. And it's really tough to keep it on there.
I feel like I could do it.
And the other one was, which you did when you were a kid, but you might not remember, was Wrigley Spearmint gum, and then you had a pair of giant gardening gloves. And you give all the kids the gardening gloves, and then they had to unwrap the gum and get it in their mouth. And they'd all be like, and then pretty soon, and then you stuff it in their mouth with the paper on it.
What?
Yeah, they just couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I think we have enough time to do
A giveaway.
a giveaway and a piece, don't you?
No. We got a
half
half hour.
That's right.
Okay, back up. On August 3rd, we're out of town again. I hope everyone can hear me. And Jake is having a special guest who's going to be doing a musical. Remember what we talked about?
I do.
It's gonna be so fun.
August 3rd is going to be a crazy show, folks. There's been about 3 or 4 shows where these guys leave me behind and we just get crazy in the shop. So you want to tune in for, if that's August 3rd, that's probably going to be show 122. And book your custom orders now.
Yeah, and everybody's allowed to text Michelle and I and tell us what happens.
We're gonna be watching. We're heckling.
Well, if you want to do 2 pieces, why don't you do an artist choice real quick, and then I'll go for the giveaway into our customer appreciation area and browse for inspiration and make a giveaway based off of a customer appreciation piece.
All right, so but you're still going to be bringing me bits for my piece, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think I'm about ready to get on the camera here.
So this one's going to be artist choice.
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Well, I kind of think I want to do a vase.
What?
Yeah. A
All
cool
right.
vase.
We could do a vase. That's cool. Artist choice.
Yeah, we just, man, when I got all excited with that sunflower one, we could do another smaller sunflower vase like that.
Yeah, we got a half hour, so there's no need to be putting
I
a
gotta
sunflower
hustle.
on it.
I'll just do the sunflower, not with individual bits. I'll do it with a wrap.
All right, that sounds great. And it's really not that big of a deal because it is customer appreciation night, and if we go a little over, I guess so be it. I'm really just worried about the camera battery. Something to say?
Michelle, do we do ashes?
Do we do ashes? A great question. Well, we do ashes, and we have a completely separate business run by Chris over here for it. It's called Ashes in Art Glass, and we've had many of our customers, especially from the live show here, whether it's your pets and your animals or your loved ones and your family, friends or family, whatever it may be, you can get multiple pieces
Your
done. Your cabin, we've done one of those on the Patreon show. Multiple pieces done for a selection of family members. You can get one wall installation piece done. You can get a memory sphere done. There's a million different options. There's nothing to purchase specifically on the website, which is ashesinartglass.com. But you can see many pictures of previous pieces, and then you reach out to Chris and he'll give you a ring, or you do it by email, just like our custom orders, and you set up an appointment and have a beautiful piece made in remembrance of whoever it may be. And that's Ashes in Art Glass, folks.
Question, will we do that all week? Because I know people are shopping. Mention that.
So he's going into the pineapple mold again, folks.
Did you hear that?
That was a lot of action. He's going for another sunflower here. You see he went for, he had a larger size. He's cutting it in half, kind of like we did on the last one, to keep it nice and small. Are we going for yellow again?
Yes, sir.
All right. It is looking pretty overcast out here today, folks.
Guess I'll take it all.
It's not enough.
Sure, it'll be enough.
Yeah, I think it's going to be coming down here real soon.
Might be a big Zeppelin landing on top of the building.
I know we don't have any updates on playoff hockey here, folks, but we've got our own playoff hockey we could talk about, which we play for the house team league down the street here.
The Eagles, baby, the Eagles.
And my dad and I are on the team. We won our first playoff game. I think, Chris, you got 2 goals?
2 goals. It was sweet.
I got a goal, and it was a beautiful game. So our next game is Sunday. If we win that one, then we win the actual league as the house team. It would be ridiculous. Playing with a bunch of random people, and I actually met some pretty cool people out there. Beautiful flower action happening here. Marcy's working it with the zoom. That's something you really love to see, folks, because not everyone has the finger calibration for that kind of thing.
She must have been going right into my ear.
There's a lot to see in there. Look out. Whoa. O'Reilly's.
I don't want to give any free advertisement for those guys.
They do have a great tune. That sounds good. We'll do wheel names after this piece. Look at those pedals coming out. I want to give a holler out to anyone who's new to the show. We get new viewers every single show. We've got a pretty consistent number of viewers per show, but they always grow afterwards, and we're getting new people watching our shows every time we go live, and that's why we love doing it. We love the technical questions. I haven't been 100% on the camera the whole time, but if there's questions we miss, just ask them again. And a lot of times, the 500 Glass Academy addicts that have a Facebook page dedicated to talking about Glass Academy work and the craft of glass blowing will usually answer that question for you. So please don't be shy, folks. You do have this beautiful barrier of social media, whatever it is, that all we can see is your name. And don't be embarrassed about any questions. There's so many basic questions that many people want to hear. I know there's a lot of children that watch the show as well.
Yeah, one of the best questions I like, you guys, and don't be embarrassed if you have this, is, what is that? You know?
Classic. You hear that one a lot at the Renaissance Festival. And folks, we're pumped to be going to the Renaissance Festival real soon. Coming up here in August 21st is the first weekend. We'll be going out there. We've got product. We're making product every day, getting ready to fill the gallery that we have. The Royal Glassmakers are going to be making an appearance once again at the Michigan Renaissance Festival.
Ooh, nice breeze blowing in behind the furnace.
Feels great.
Feels awesome.
Kristen, I appreciate you sharing to your group. We love that a lot. Any spreading of what we got going on is beautiful, and this is what's keeping our business afloat. We really love it, and if you're new to the show as well, as I was saying earlier, welcome. Becky, Jason had a little bit of a wrist issue from working on some doors, I believe it was, so he's taking a break here, and the schedules haven't aligned, and he's been on the live shows with us. Marcy's been picking up a little bit of what he's been doing, and he'll be back before everyone knows it. Jason's doing just all right out there, everybody. Send him some recovery love.
I hope he's not at home doing squats and stuff, and he's going to come in, he's going to be huge.
Super like big legs.
Lou Ferrigno. Does everybody know who Lou Ferrigno is?
Nope. Not me.
He's the Hulk. The Incredible Hulk.
And for Kristen,
Hulk is, don't you?
I don't know anything about the Hulk.
You don't?
All I know is he's green, and we're making yellow glass here. But for anyone who's new to the show, we're making, this piece is for sale. We always do artist choice. If you take a look at the board here, I know there's a lot going on the board, but we had 2 custom orders today. Usually it's a little more defined what we're planning out, but tonight was Customer Appreciation Night. But we had 2 custom pieces. Artist choice is the artist choice. It's for sale. We always do an annealer reveal. We show the final products when they're cool on Thursday, and then you can purchase them online that evening. Then we do the giveaway. And if anybody hasn't entered into the giveaway, this is the question for tonight, folks. On Customer Appreciation Night, we want to know what your favorite promotion is and what you would like to see more of in future shows. We want to know what you all like, why you watch our show, what it's all about, and we will be giving away, tonight we're giving away these 4 candy canes from our Glassblowers Challenge last week. Next week we'll be giving away the giveaway piece that I make on camera right now after what Chris is making. So you enter that by sending that answer to enews@glassacademy.com is the email. Include your name so we know who to thank or who to say congratulations to. After this piece, we're going to spin the wheel of names of all of last week's entries. Usually we get on average about 200 entries of people that send in their answers, and we love reading them. This one is a little more market oriented, but a lot of times it's just about everyday questions and hearing what you guys have to say and cool stories, positive things, and that's what it's all about here.
Make sure you like, share, ring that bell if you're watching on YouTube. We'd love to hear all of your comments. We are all on Facebook reading the questions.
Ring that bell, baby. I don't know exactly how YouTube works. Eventually, you ring a bell. It's kind of like sending in a heart, I assume.
It's like notifications.
Notifications. But what's that? Right now? Beautiful. We got 30 people on YouTube, and that's really cool. We've been putting some marketing into growing our base on YouTube. For all you out there, we're thinking about you. We're going to start watching comments on YouTube soon enough. I think we're waiting for that number to grow. Maybe 21% higher is the exact amount. But as soon as we get that, we will be talking with all of you, because I know the conversation is a huge part of it, and I love seeing what you all have to say as well.
Blow, Jacob. Good. Blow. Good. Don't want to go too big now.
Yeah, let's keep it tame here. Carol's on YouTube and Facebook. Awesome. Kelly watching from the YouTube TV action. I like that. And this does look like the egg that
Well, I'll just make it a Game of Thrones egg.
That sounds pretty good. Folks, as you know, I see, yep, and right on cue, pit stops coming through. I was just about to say, if you want to show them those sweet ice packs we use.
These were for Kathy White. They lasted a full year. We're getting low. It's time to order that again.
4 ice cubes to keep the phone cool, because it is about 100 degrees in here right now. It's why we're sweating while we're working, and it's warm. And the phone doesn't do well with heat. Technology doesn't love heat. We recently filmed a really cool marketing / commercial film day here in the Glass Academy, and we had professionals come in here with large cameras, and they were working, but we were working fast. They knew the heat was coming, and we were getting down to business. We took some really cool shots, and that is in the making, folks. And of course, you'll see that when that happens. Look at the way he's throwing the glass around right now.
Around the world.
Around the world, showing it who's boss. Judy, hope you're doing well over there. I know Judy watches the Storm Watchers live stream and Glass Academy, so maybe she's seeing both right now and noticing that we got the big storm headed our way. I love it. I love a big storm.
Cap, blow, I mean.
Get everything
Good.
lush.
Take an iris foot real quick.
Gravity works. I love it. Iris foot coming right up.
Yeah, I like that one coating of gold on there with the yellow.
Beautiful.
It's going to be tasty looking.
Chris
Look
has
at
got
up
about
close.
1 minute to finish this one up now.
1 minute, it's almost done.
Need a little more than that, yeah?
That's going to be perfect. I'll take whatever I can get.
As the furnace is getting lower, it's getting tougher and tougher to gather all the glass you need in one swift motion. And that's typically where we could start turning down the temperature of the furnace, so it's easier to pick up the glass. But
Right.
just haven't really thought that far ahead.
I'll need a quick paddle on this one, Jake.
Quick paddle coming right up.
Yep.
Open up the punny at the same time. Oh.
Press real hard. Good.
Woohoo! The sunflower special. That's what this box is for.
I just couldn't hook my foot on it.
What do you need?
Puffer. I'll be ready too.
So that's an iridescent gold foot there.
Yep, matching the center of the sunflower. Probably need a big paddle or a paddle to knock that off on. The little paddle will probably be fine when we knock it off.
All right. Thank you.
That's some serious talent there, Marcy. Phone in the mouth, camera held, backwards grab. I like it.
It's not even my phone.
Ooh.
That's your phone. Take a look at the bench here, Marcy. Show them these tools, because I always explain when we're teaching classes that we bring out the 1, 2/3 tools you need for a class, and that's it. If we brought these,
Just like
if we brought out this many tools, you got thick ones, thin ones, 2 types of cutting shears, the jacks, all kinds of action.
Paddle.
People would be like, what the heck is going on here? That's only partly what we're trying to get out of you all when you come take a class here.
They're already trying to determine who's showing up this weekend.
I see that, a little Glass Academy attic banter in the chat there about who's coming in this weekend, who's shopping for customer appreciation. I think it's safe to assume all of the local Glass Academy attics will be here for a discount.
Someone in here lamenting about the fact that someone thought or know already that they wanted it. They show us a picture of what they wanted, and we do it again.
We can always do custom orders for sure. If you take pictures, you can always apply pictures to your custom order request. So as I always tell people when I see them in the gallery and we're shopping together, or they're shopping, I always tell people, snap pictures of what you love and what you like, and you build up a library, and even a year down the line, you can look back at the things you love, and you're ready to put in a custom order. You could say, I love this mug color from a year ago, I love this vase color from today, let's mix them together. Michelle, we're gonna need a stick-em bit from you again.
All right, Shell.
Is complete.
You can come on over here and flash, Jake. Shell, I'll take that bit. What happened to the paddle? There you go.
Heating up the tweezers. Even though it's 100 degrees in here, literally putting those cold tweezers on a 1,000-degree piece of glass would crack it. So I'm making sure I got plenty heat. And you want it now or the next one? Next one. flip and stick. Beautiful. Let's get it. That was all iris, you said, the core?
Yep.
Iris we can actually recycle. That gold color we can recycle and it becomes clear again. It burns off all that gold. That's why I was asking there. Beautiful.
All right.
Stamper.
Stamp it, then reduction. That's a little vase right there, guys. It's a beaut though. It's beautiful for a nice bouquet. You guys will see that piece revealed with all the other pieces and Tanya's sweet jumbo vase at 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday.
What are our hours again?
Gallery hours are Thursday and Friday, 4 to 7, Saturday and Sunday, 11 to 4, folks.
All right.
Here comes the bling bling now. It looks like you could drink out of that. It might belong at the Renaissance Festival.
The giant Pilsner glass.
Big time.
Oh yeah. Here you go, Marcy.
Wheel of Names is next, folks. We're going to see who wins these 4 candy canes.
You can claw this one away. Feels good, a little bit of rain. You were dancing with that one a little.
I finessed it right in there. That was pretty
Nice.
sweet. That was a nice one.
Turned out sweet. All right, so now you got plenty of time. 10 minutes to make a giveaway. Plenty of time.
Well, we're going to do Wheel of Names first. Michelle went to close her window, her car window here, as the rain comes down. But folks, this is how you enter. We had, doesn't say on here, but about 200 is the average. And I'm going to give it a spin here. We're going to see who wins those 4 challenge candy canes.
Yep, Marcus, you're right.
This is to block their email in case someone wants to spam them for being the amazing winner tonight. Oh my God. The familiar names keep happening, folks. Oh my goodness. So I know exactly who this one is. Michelle's going to write her name down so we can let you know formally on a sheet of paper. But congratulations to this person. Their name starts with an L. Last name has a B in the beginning of it. And they won these 4 candy canes. We got mine on the left. Marcy's with the crazy save. This is from last week's warmer upper challenge. Michelle and Chris.
Do we know who won last week?
And I do believe we counted them up just a minute ago. The winner of last week's candy cane challenge was Chris, folks.
Oh.
And, you know, we had some great votes for the 3 of us around the table here, but it did end up that Chris had the championship candy cane by popular demand.
Can I do the walk?
No walk.
I'm doing the walk.
Nope, no walk. Let's go take a look outside.
Oh yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there's Chris's fame just stolen.
And not too far out there, yep. Hope everybody's
Nope,
appreciating
I'm already soaking wet.
that 97 Taurus out there. The bean.
Dun, dun, dun.
There it is, Linda. I knew your email as soon as I saw it. Congratulations to Linda, folks. Another beautiful giveaway piece.
Oh, he's doing his
slash
giveaway.
4 giveaway pieces. But before I get into my giveaway for next week, what everyone who entered tonight to win will get, I'd like to come over here and just draw a little inspiration from a few of our customer appreciation pieces. I don't think you've been pulling them as they've sold, right? Okay. Okay. So let's take a gander through here. Looks like a few of these pieces have sold already. You know, I do, like I said, love these two pieces, and we were making vases with pieces attached to them, so perhaps I should make something involved with that, but let's keep moving down the line here. That guy's pretty cute too with the water droplet special. This is one of 2 super old vases from Furnace Design Studio where they had their business started, my parents, in Detroit. It was called Furnace Design Studio, and there was a set of 2, and I love these so much. I couldn't take both of them, but I took the other one that was just as tall with a black wrap on it, sitting on my desk over there, and this is number 2 of the set. This one has the floppy top. The other one was completely straight-sided, and I left one up for... I couldn't decide, honestly. I was so undecided. I flipped a coin on it, and Straight Waller took it. So I took one, but whoever gets that guy's a lucky son of a gun or daughter. Pumpkins, we made so many pumpkins today. I'm not making a pumpkin. We got a lot for sale, but I do love this Frankie special. It's sweet. Does everybody know what this is? A Christmas tree topper. Pretty sweet. Ornaments, too quick, too fast. Looks like a lot of the solid hearts sold pretty fast, folks. Wow. So those are there. We also have these beautiful heart toppers that I know Marcy was pointing out earlier. Those are super hot sellers. We've got a few left over and some extra colors here for you. A couple of the gnomes are gone. I've got plenty of gnomes made over the past couple weeks. Goblets take too long. Pumpkins we've already done. How about an acorn?
Acorn?
We haven't done an acorn in a long time. I did one with Marcy about a week ago. And look at this one with the pert. Beautiful pert. I just met up with a friend this past couple days, about 2 or 3 days ago. I came home to my roommates and he was sitting on the couch, and I haven't seen this guy in probably 4 or 5 years, and he told me that he bought one of the Perp shirts and he thought it said purpose. He was reading it as purpose the whole time, and I explained to him the whole Perp story, and finally he understood. But all right, that's the plan. We're taking it to acorn land. I was talking earlier about accents to your pumpkins, and this is going to be one for someone. So I'm going to make this acorn. We got gold out. I think a red nut would be really cool and really unique. I'm going to try that. Red with gold on top.
Maybe not full gold, because it doesn't show real well sometimes. Maybe the chunkier gold?
Gold's blinging pretty good. We do gold on all of our acorn caps.
Well, not just the cap, but like the base.
Yeah, red base.
Red base with like just gold cap.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to gather it up. When you make the cap first, very similar to the sunflower. We're going to keep the trend going. And I'm most definitely going to do this giveaway with a little help and a little commentary from my good friend over here, the Lounge Meister.
I was just
Yes?
looking at my phone. All right. So what are we making, a sunflower?
Acorn.
Oh, an acorn.
All right, Marcy, let's get it.
Standing next to Chris, I did see one customer who said, I finally been able to get some things and appreciative of the prices and the first order.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we want. That's why we do this. Not ever all the time does everyone buy. We can taste everyone does what they can, but this customer was our first buy.
Nice.
That's what I love to hear.
Well, going into pumpkin season, I think an acorn is a very, very good choice for a giveaway.
Blow real light.
Get people all jacked up about the harvest
Good.
season.
A little more. Good. It's going to be a little bigger than our traditional acorn. That one over there is bigger than our traditional acorn you buy on the website. We keep them pretty tiny. This guy's going to be on the bigger side, just like he was over there. or she, or ungendered nut.
Is this an ungendered nut?
Exactly.
Nice.
So Marcy, I'm gonna need, do we remember doing it with the black? A big gather, smack the color on there, hand it to me, I'll block it, put a little neckline in it. 2 schmacks. Yeah, a lot.
2.5 gathers?
Yeah, like probably like that big of a gather, bigger than a foot.
Turn the furnace down here or leave it up because we're charging?
Leave it up because we're charging. And Marcy, you can just take your time, just take a gather, let it cool down. You could probably do it in 2 if you let that first gather be big and cold.
I'm going to show these guys the furnace again.
So you can gather over it after. All right.
Cool ideas.
Marcy, give me everything you got.
All right, going for this giveaway acorn, guys. Hopefully everybody knows what the question is. You answer the question and send it to enews@glassacademy.com. And it's what
How about the gold brown on the far right? Gold brown on the far right.
Or
Yep.
what would you like to see more of on our future shows?
Just a good healer will be perfect.
Whatever you want, craziness, mud wrestling, I don't know.
Beautiful.
Look at the skills going on over here. Nice.
That's right, folks.
We're gonna get some good sleeping tonight, everybody.
Nah.
What tradition?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going home and being in bed by like 9:30.
Me too.
I feel like Minecraft.
I love my bed. What did you say? What about Minecraft?
She's not going to bed. She's playing Minecraft.
Play Minecraft? What does that do to your mind?
It crafts it.
It crafts it?
That's right.
Nice.
All right.
I have a shipping thing.
I'll take that here. Switch pieces with me here.
Nice.
So we'll get to it. No panic. But I just want to say in case of shipping, I'll ship out next week or this week.
Yeah. You got no problem with shipping. If you need help, I won't be there.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Yep. Give me every bit of juice you can. Actually, not necessary. You could take the yolk too if you want.
All right, we're going for the super drop.
Super drop.
This is like when the bass
Yep.
drops in a good song. This is when the acorn nut drops.
Oh yeah.
I'm literally right in Marcy's armpit. Nice. That was a good shot. Well, I mean, she did have my phone in her mouth, so I can stick my phone in her armpit now.
Easily.
That just shows the art of cinematography. It doesn't matter where your phone's at. I mean, who knows? You could be in like a kangaroo's pouch. You just pop out with your phone.
I don't know.
What about hippo?
What?
What's that one on YouTube about wild hippo? What's that one called?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Me either.
And I'm the one that lives on the internet. So we do like some sort of top knit thing.
Starting to be that
We
time
will
of
put
night,
the
you
capper
guys.
on
Starting to get a little crazy around here.
I went for the squasher. Look at this guy. Total squish squash cutie.
I like it. Look torchy torchy.
A Little torchy. We got the torch on Super Blast. That's the setting above Mega Blast, and I'm gonna turn it down. So once you get up to Super Blast, things just start getting really crazy. That's more like it.
Well, thank goodness my microphone was muted and no one heard me talking about video shooting the shot in a kangaroo pouch.
Yeah, thank goodness. Sometimes it happens just how we need it to.
Yeah.
And you see,
yeah, you guys, if anybody's coming into town during the Renaissance Festival, this will be our 20th year. Check that out. Ooh, hold on, Jake. Try not to move around too much. I'm trying to give everybody the beauty shot. Look at that.
The iridescence here in a minute.
That looks nice.
On the bottom and iris on the top.
That thing's gonna be blinging.
2 types of gold on here.
So the Michigan Renaissance Festival, this is gonna be our 20th year, 19th or 20, who knows, but it's gonna be our 19th/20th year.
Who knows?
The celebratory year after COVID, and it runs every weekend in September, the first weekend in October, and 2 weekends in August. So those are the weekends. It starts August 21st and ends the weekend of October 2nd, everybody. And if you're coming into town, you should come in and visit the Royal Glassmakers, because that's us out there, and we're gonna be getting crazy on stage in super funky outfits. Ooh, look at, let me use the zoom. Somebody's gonna win that, and that is gonna be pimping.
All right, bring her along.
The magical acorn. And then at this point, we go ahead and we put the little stem on it.
You have the shears.
I like to try at some point, Jake, you and I each make an acorn and we stick them together hot, because you know how, and then put a little leaf up on the top of it.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, 2 of them stuck together, because that's usually how they fall off the mother oak.
Totally.
We have a 400-year-old oak tree right over our glassblowing booth in Holly, Michigan at the Michigan Renaissance Festival, guys. And it throws acorns at us while we're blowing glass out there on stage. Woo! That's beautiful. Thank you, Marcy. Into the annealing oven. That was the giveaway. Somebody's gonna win it. Look it over here. We got tech support.
Beautiful.
Tearing it up. We have, you guys, how long do they have to answer this question? Midnight tonight? Oh, they got all week to answer it? All week to answer this, you guys, so you can win that acorn. Your favorite promotion we've done here at the Glass Academy on the Gathering Point, or what would you like to see more on the show? Email that to enews@glassacademy.com, and here is Jacob.
Congratulations right here to Linda once again for winning the 4 candy canes from last week's show, 119.
Yep, and I want to put a special shout out to all of our followers on Facebook who voted me the winner of the Candy Cane Award. Thanks, everybody.
Anyway.
I don't appreciate it.
Marcy's almost looking happy that you won it.
She's happy that I won it too.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But if we were talking about pure, radiant, haphazardly skill, Marcy got that one, because remember?
That's true.
Her piece did get crazy.
Fell onto the floor and she grabbed it and held it with the shears and used the other shears to bend it over.
And it went good, man. It
Really
was
I
nice.
was even gonna stick it back on.
Yeah, and then we just did an extra flash for the heck of it.
And put it away.
Beautiful.
All right, well, that's a wrap, folks.
That's a wrap,
120th
folks.
show.
120th show, customer appreciation tonight and this weekend. Again, just regardless of all the products and all the support we've gotten from you guys, a thank you again to everybody who watches the show. The love we get and the support we get for blowing glass and doing what we love to do, and talking about it on the show.
Yeah, so the annealer reveal is going to happen at 9 a.m. on Thursday.
9 a.m. on Thursday, because after that we're headed out to the Ren Fair to clean it up and start to get it ready for the 21st of August. We're doing this ahead of time, getting our things lined up. And we'll be doing it bright and early. The pieces, those two, or the one piece that's actually for sale, Chris's Artist Choice, will be available at 6:30 that evening. And then the gallery is going to be wide open for customer appreciation.
Yeah, it's going to be a
deals
blast.
and discounts.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys sign it off over there, and I'm going to be locking us down.
I forgot I didn't cover the mulch at the house.
It's all right. It won't float away.
No.
It's all good. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you next week, and we'll probably talk to you Thursday morning at 9 a.m.